Hey, it's Tesla Canuck. Welcome back to another video. I woke up this morning all excited. I had a software update. Turned out to be 12.25. And you know what? I was hoping for the 21.24, which has the good stuff like the Disney Plus and the car wash mode and all that kind of good stuff. But even though it wasn't that update and it's just the 12.25, I thought, what the hell? Let's check it out and let's go for a drive anyways. Unless you've been living on a desert island the last several days, you've probably heard of 21.12.25. This release brought a new game called Skyforce. I'm not a huge gamer, but that's cool for people who like to game. Some new language support and the cabin camera collecting data. So the default I checked on the cabin camera, the default is the setting is off, so it's preserving your privacy. And if you want, you can turn that on to share your data with Tesla. I left mine off. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it, see if that bothers me from a privacy perspective. But right now it's off. Anyhow, not much to this particular release. So why don't we just move on and we will go for a drive and see if we can notice anything new. We'll put it through its paces like I normally do on my typical route. We'll try autopilot, auto lane change, all these kind of good things. And we'll just see if there's anything noteworthy that maybe didn't make it into the release notes. First up on the test, we're just on a 2-lane highway and we'll put it into autopilot. I'm not sensing anything different than previous. This Model Y is a January build or no, February the 8th build of 2021, and it has radar. So just for context there, and nothing that I've seen in terms of the release notes or read online indicates that the radar has been turned off yet for those cars that do have radar. And very smooth. I mean, honestly, no changes here. Tesla's been handling 2-lane highways extremely well for a long time, so not expecting any issues here. So it thinks that construction light is a traffic light, and those type of, I'm not going to call it an issue. I mean, the autopilot is still learning, right? I mean, it is still in beta, even though, well, we've got FSD beta, obviously. I don't have that. But just general autopilot, like most of the world has, is still in beta. And it's learning. And you see errors like that. Again, I don't want to call it an error, just anomalies like that periodically. So where it thinks something is a street light, but it isn't. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so obviously all these cars are stopped and no problem. Autopilot can handle this stuff with its eyes closed, with its cameras off. So not a problem. Okay, it's recognizing that there's a red light up ahead, and you can see that on the screen here. Nothing, again, different about this versus any other previous versions that we've had over the last 7 months or so. Next up here, we are going to, do we want to go this way? I don't want to go north. Okay, I'm going to go north. Okay, I am going north on the freeway. We're going to have autopilot, auto lane change. And this probably wasn't a good idea because Saturdays are not so good when it comes to traffic through this area. Look at this. Okay, well, I guess we get to see whether or not it handles, autopilot handles this kind of traffic any differently in this release. Doubt it. Okay, this, folks, is what we call holiday traffic. it is a long weekend in the part of Canada I live in, and yeah, this was really dumb of me to go to go north, but I guess it's a great test for auto lane change. Let's do it. I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's packed pretty tight, and we'll see. I guess we have to wait for someone to give some charity to Autopilot. This guy's hauling a boat. Okay, good. Okay, so we have somebody letting us in, and okay, that was great. What was interesting about that is when a car is trailing something like this guy in front of me with the boat and the auto lane change, that the software recognized, obviously, that the truck was pulling something and that there was an obstruction there, and it didn't try to turn into the boat. That's always a good thing. Okay, but you know, Autopilot's handled those type of situations pretty well for a long time, and it's still very impressive, but it's nothing new. So, and I wasn't expecting any big new things. I mean, until the rest of us get FSD beta, you know, I don't think we're going to see a lot of changes in how Autopilot behaves. But you know what? I just like to have fun sometimes, go for a drive. There was a new release. Let's put it through its paces and just have some fun, right? All right, why don't we just try another lane change here just for giggles, because, well, we got, oh, that was an interesting thing. I'm not sure if that's going to pick up on camera, but I would say that Autopilot scooted here, because when the signal went on and Autopilot was planning to make that move, the person behind me, let's see if I can just get the camera up here, this person behind me, like any, what's the word I'm looking for, un-Canadian, I don't know if un-Canadian is the right word, but we're typically very polite here, but sometimes you'll see on the roadways people just go a little bit wacky, and they forget about being polite. So essentially what happened is this guy here started to speed up as soon as Autopilot signaled it was going to make a move, and Autopilot scooted. It dashed in. It accelerated and pulled in front of the of this vehicle. So that is very interesting, and that's not something I've experienced before. Now, it might not be new. Maybe it's just you know, evolution, you know, in terms of its capabilities and the smoothness of it. But scooting is good, because in this kind of traffic, sometimes you can't rely on charity, and you have to be a little bit more aggressive. And that's what I just saw Autopilot do. That is super cool. So I think what I'll do now is I'll put in a destination, and if it's going to take too long to reach the next interchange, I'll just fast forward the you-know-what out of this video, so that you don't have to sit around and wait for that. And then let's see the navigate on Autopilot, the exit from the freeway, see if we can notice any changes there or additional smoothness or that kind of stuff. So I'm going to tee something up right now. Navigate to Canadian Tire. All right, I'm just throwing something in there that I know is going to be at the next interchange, just so that we can do that navigate on Autopilot. In terms of setting, you can see it didn't come on automatically. I've got that turned off. I like to choose when I'm going to use navigate on Autopilot, and that's just me. You might be different. That's how I've got my settings. This guy, this guy's taking a leak. He's not too shy about it. Well, you're on YouTube now, buddy. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Tesla video, Autopilot, somebody taking a leak. sorry, I just laughing about the guy just taking a leak there. Yeah, I mean, you know, normally you try to conceal it a little bit. Oh well, to each his own. Okay, we're coming up on the exit here, and it's staying in the proper lane because we're going to be making a left once we get off the highway. So in case you're wondering why I didn't take the lane to the immediate right, but you can see now it has signaled its intention, and we are in the correct lane. So very good, very good. Navigating on autopilot has become quite good, no doubt, over the last little while. Wow, it even signaled into the far left lane. That might be new. I don't know. That was pretty cool. Normally, it has kept me in the other lane previously. So very interesting. And it knows, if it's reading the maps, that I'm going to have to make a left coming up here to get into Canadian Tire, which was the destination that I put. But anyhow, I'm going to turn it off, and because I don't actually need to go to Canadian Tire. But that was really cool how it put me in the correct lane like that, exiting the highway. So good stuff. Maybe that's not new either, but that's the first time I've seen it do that. And I've done it plenty of times, navigating on autopilot at that exit, and it always keeps me in the lane that was to our right, even when I'm turning left, just like I did just now. So that's pretty awesome. And to my left here is the Canadian Tire, and I'm sure you people in the US are wondering, what the heck is Canadian Tire? Is that where you buy all your tires? Yeah, you can get tires at Canadian Tire, but it's actually more like it's become more like a Walmart or something. You can get anything there. Well, not groceries, but yeah, it's a multi-purpose store of some sort. Think of a Walmart without the groceries, I guess. All right, that's your Canadiana for the day, and that's your trip down, what is it, 12.25, and hope you enjoyed the video. Tesla Canuck, over and out.